Hello there and welcome to JM YouTube for the kids. I am Mighty Oz and this is my sidekick, Bobby Socks. Yo! Now brace yourself, kids. News has just leaked that Bobby here has accepted a position as a talking sock on a new show called The Athlete's Foot. He'll be moving to California soon. Heading to La La Land. That's right, Bobby. La La Land. I can't really blame you for going, Bobby. I mean, after all, you're going to get a much bigger salary. We can't compete here at JMU Tube with all the resources you're going to find out there. In fact, I believe you told me you're going to be surrounded by support hose. That's HOSE, kids. Fortunately, Bobby here has agreed to stay with JMU Tube until the end of the season. Uh, yo. Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate that. In other news, JMU head football coach Bob Chesney is also moving on. He's going to UCLA. Now, this is the second coach JMU has lost to the lure of Big Ten millions. He's definitely going to stay with the team, stay with JMU through the Sun Belt Championship game Friday night. And they say he's going to keep coaching the Dukes if we make the college football playoff. That's a big if. We'll have to see about that. Now, seriously, kids, we knew this was going to happen. You see, Coach Chesney is just too darn handsome for the Shenandoah Valley. With his Tom Cruise looks, he was destined for that SoCal lifestyle. Now he's going to try to take some players with him, right, Bobby? Yo, that's right, Bobby. Now, but remember, players, if you're thinking about portaling out to the West Coast, you're going to have to deal with wildfires and earthquakes and traffic gridlock. Sorry about gridlock. Uh, and and by the way, before you make that decision, you want to consider that UCLA does not have an Ergie's cheesesteak. How are you going to get a first down without Ergie's cheesesteak? Okay, little Dukes, quick season update. JMU is 11-1. That is fantastic. December football has never meant more here. Let's go get them. We're playing Friday night on ESPN. Not the U, not the 2, ESPN, period, for our first Sun Belt Conference Championship. We also ranked number 25 in the college football playoff poll. That gives us an outshot. We got an outside shot at getting into the college football playoffs. But let's not worry about that, okay? Let's just win, baby. Let's win that championship, the first Sun Belt championship we've had a chance to win since we moved up the FBS. All right. Now, if you remember, we slipped early in the season. We slipped up a little. We lost to the Louisville Cardinals. They're a pretty good team, so I forgive that. And by the way, since that game, the Dukes are on a genuine heater. We are 10 and oh, let's go. Let's go 1-0 Friday night under the lights at dark, cold, perfect purple Mountain Majesty Stadium. And here's what we're going to hear that night. Say it with me now. That's another Ergie's cheesesteak first down. This segment is a public service announcement. I'm trying to keep you little Dukes safe and warm on Friday night. Last I heard, it was going to be about 27 degrees at kickoff. That is chilly. I've been there for colder, but that's plenty cold. You're going to want to know how to dress. So I'm going to take you through my attire for the Friday night game. Here we go. All right, let's do a scouting report on the Troy Trojans. Now, Troy is, in case you didn't know, Troy is a city in Alabama. Okay, it's a school with a proud football tradition. These guys always play tough football. I'm going to hand them that. This year, the Trojans from Troy are 8-4. They won their last 2 games in a row to win the west side of the Sun Belt Conference. And of course, JMU won the East side. Let's break it down. Defensively, Troy has the 71st ranked overall defense in the nation. JMU, by the way, still number 5. So, take that for what it's worth. Uh, and by the way, right below Troy, at number 72 nationally, are the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Gobble, gobble.
Sorry, Hokie Turkey. Now, the question is, which Troy team is going to show up uh, this Friday night? Are we going to see the team that got walloped by ODU, or are we going to see the team that beat Southern Miss at Southern Miss? I think the key to that is a fellow named Goose Crowder. Now, Goose is their quarterback, pretty big guy, pretty sturdy, looks capable. He was injured early in the season, but now he seems to be returning to form. That's good news for the Trojans. He's also winning while he's returning to form. Now, why do they call him Goose? Well, early in life, he was a Top Gun fanatic, and he loved Maverick's wingman. By the way, Goose can wing it. He throws for about 186 yards a game. He's thrown 11 TDs and 5 interceptions. Well, Goose, enjoy your time in the limelight, because the Dukes are going to clip your wings. All right, children. Now it's about to get exciting because we're going to preview some players to watch for the JMU Dukes. We got so many good players. It's just hard to choose from them. But I'm going to single out on defense. I'm going to tell you to watch number 5, middle linebacker Trent Hendrick. Trent was an honor roll student right here in RVA, where I'm broadcasting from, at St. Christopher's High School. Honor roll there, okay? Now, he's not just a smart guy. He was smart enough to stay at JMU all 4 years, all right? He's worked his way up the depth chart, and now he's developed into the leader of the defense. He's 6 foot and 234 pounds of brains and brawn, and just as important, he's willing to take a picture with some kind of over the hill fanboys. Yeah, here we go. Another fun player to watch, Aiden Gobira. Now, Aiden was a 4-star recruit coming out of Chantilly High School in Northern Virginia. That doesn't come along very often. All right, he was recruited and ended up going up to Notre Dame, but he did not have the luck of the Irish. Aiden spent most of his time redshirting or being injured. He comes to JMU as a redshirt junior. We hope to get him back next year too. He's 6'5", 255 pounds of fury, and he can plug the middle if you need him to, or he can get outside and speed rush the quarterback. So pay attention here, offensive lineman for Troy. Look out for the 97 Express, and remember his name, Gobira. It rhymes with Gobaya, because Gobira will go right by you on his way to cook the goose. Okay, Little Dukes on offense, there's even more of an embarrassment of riches. It all starts with JMU QB1 AB3. That's what everybody calls him. That nickname is really popular. That's what everybody tells me anyway. It's not just me that calls him that. Anyway, he's masterful. He's brilliant. He's 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 capable physically. He can do just about anything on the field, and we trust him to bring home that championship. Right beside him, he's got his trusty running back. Uh, what's his name? Wayne the Dark Knight. All right. This guy is a superhero in my mind. He might end up playing on Sundays. In fact, we got just a boatload of talent on offense. A couple of these linemen might be ready for NFL. We got a big tight end, Lakota Dupree. He looks like a NFL body to me. Anyway, there's just so many of them. I do want to single out a player that's very special to me. His name is Landon in the end zone Ellis. He was kind enough to send me a message after and inquiring about my health. So he's a very nice human being, and he's also again willing to pose for selfies with codgers. Love you, Landon. Go get them. Keep feeling better. Get that ankle right, and let's bring home that trophy. All right, it's time for my fearless prediction. Bobby, thanks for coming back to help me on this segment. Yo. Uh, I look back for this prediction. I look back a couple years ago. JMU went down to Troy, played in Troy. I didn't know where Troy was. You probably didn't know till I told you earlier in this show that it's in Alabama. Okay, who ever heard of Troy? Anyway, Troy's a tough road trip. JMU went down there in 2023 and eked out a victory versus Troy, 16 to 14. Well, it ain't gonna be close this time. JMU is just too good. I'm calling it for the Dukes. JMU 37, Troy 7. Yo. Now, one more thing. Another prediction is that this will be the final episode of JM YouTube for the kids. Like I say, we're losing Bobby. Yeah, yeah. I'm not blaming you, Bobby, but without you, I don't know if I can carry on. We're also losing viewers at a rapid clip. We used to draw hundreds, 500 or so views for one of these shows, and now we're eking out, somewhere in the 60s or 70s. So if you want the show to continue, share it with a friend, or at least like and subscribe. But sharing, that's good too. It's nice to share, kids. And by the way, parents, it's okay for you to share. hmm So anyway, this might be the last time where me and Bobby. I'll see you, Bobby. Have fun out there in La La Land. And we'll say it one more time. Let's go, dude.